This is an extremely complex space, so it's no wonder the average person's confused. First of all, I'd say it's a shame that it happens in the United States, because if you look at other countries, the United Kingdom, Australia, every advisor has to be a fiduciary.
It's the law.
It's the law. It's reasonable to assume if you go to the financial advisor, they have to put your best interests first. And we get to the United States and you go, well, the United States just lets everybody do whatever they want. Not true. We say doctors have to act in their patients' best interests. Lawyers have a fiduciary obligation. CPAs do. This is unique to financial advisors in the United States. So why? Because the financial lobby, the brokerage houses, formed a lobby that is very active in keeping the fiduciary standard from prevailing. Why? Because they want to sell their own products. They want to charge more for certain things than other things. They don't want to have to act in the client's best interest. They want to continue to act in the shareholder's best interests, which means you want to extract as much from the client as possible, which you can't be aligned and be doing that. You can make a reasonable profit, but you can't have the fiduciary standard and be as profitable as you are today. So this is why 90% of people are brokers. And like Tony says, most of these are really good people. They're trying to get a job, and brokerage houses will hire you and say, go produce in our model, and then they're successful and it's hard to leave. Now, like Tony said, 10% say, you know what, I'm going to be a fiduciary. I'm going to hold myself to the highest standard under the law. I don't have to in the United States, but I'm going to opt to be a fiduciary. I'm going to be a registered investment advisor or work for one, which means every client I'm with, I have to act in their best interests. So somebody comes along and goes, you know what, I'm going to do both. Well, guess what? You can do that in the United States. You can be. Now, when you ask them, what are you? Are you a fiduciary? Or, they will always in their pitch meetings say, I'm a fiduciary. And they're telling the truth. They are a fiduciary. But I have never heard a client tell me, yeah, my former advisor said they're a fiduciary and a broker. That's just never happened.
There's no legal requirement for them to tell you that.
No, you can go online if you are familiar with FINRA's website, the SEC's website, and figure it all out yourself. But I mean, Tony talked to the 50 of the top financial people in the history of the world and didn't know that, after he came out of his book. And I will tell you, the people I'm in front of that have 100,000 or 100 million, nobody knows this. This is a complicated mess.